I'm Stephanie McCarthy,
I'm Ryan Coote.
and we won the 2018 wedding giveaway. Okay, so I was 18 when we met, and we were sitting in our friend Matt's garage. I was sitting with one of my girlfriends. He comes in the garage, and
I'm gonna cut you off
I
right there.
died.
I'm
No,
gonna cut you off right there.
Stop it.
I get there. There's 8 of us sitting in this garage. We're all talking, so she gets ready to leave. I thought, she's very attractive. She goes to each individual person, gives them a hug bye. Seriously. I'm sitting right in the middle, and she goes through everybody to say bye, skips over me, doesn't even say bye, hey, I'm Stephanie, nice to meet you. Skips over me and says bye and then walks away. And I was like,
Okay.
what did I do?
Okay. Well.
It's true though.
Yes, it is, but I was so nervous because I had never met him before, and he was like a real man. Like, at the time I'm 18, I'm seeing these little like dweebs, of a guy, and he's like tall, has a beard, and he looks gorgeous. And
So after we met, I was with a buddy of mine. I was talking to Walner, and we left his house. We were driving, and we were talking about women. I was like, Steph, I would marry her in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. She's marriage material. And sure enough,
here we are.
4 years later, we're getting married. My senior year of high school is when they found, I had my first seizure, and they found there was a lump on my head. And, after I went to the hospital, they sent me to a neurologist and so on and so forth. And they couldn't figure out what my problem is. The cyst got bigger, which led for me to have brain surgery, which they put 16 screws, 13 screws, and a titanium plate in there. They said, I think a couple of years to even start healing. So right after I got back to work, after the first month, the next month after work, I got hit by a car, which I was off for 4.5 months because I tore my meniscus in my knee.
And then when you finally did go back to work, you had that seizure on the side of the highway.
Yeah, I either blacked out or had a seizure for doing an accident, and found out then I had hypoglycemia because I woke up in the ambulance and he had me chug a tube of glucose I had to take because my blood sugar was so low. So then that happened. I went to see some specialists and everything, and so it's not fun.
I feel like what makes our relationship a little bit different is as a young couple, and then learning how to deal with all the health problems and, obviously the finances that come with health problems, and the level of commitment that we have together, I feel like is...
It's not only that, but when you take, we're both young. We're working. I'm working nights. She's working during the day. I was working 2 jobs. I'd work at night and then during the day. And then she went back to work. So, to try to commit to somebody when you don't spend any time with one another is extremely hard. You're passing ships. Time she gets home at 6 or 7 o'clock, and then I'm going to sleep for 4 or 5 hours, and then I'm leaving. So it's literally a hi or goodbye. And that was for about a year and a half. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was about a year and a half.
Okay, so that's what I really think that makes our relationship so unique, is just the fact that just the chaos of the beginning of our relationship, to be able to make it through that stronger than I feel like any couple in their 20s. Like, to see the person that you care most about in such a vulnerable state, seeing what he went through, it's just it's a completely different view on life in general.
Being blessed that we were fortunate enough to have this. When you talk about just even trying just to have a courthouse wedding because you got so many bills, after you pay all your, the mortgage and try to get everything else paid,
nothing's left.
You can't even, it's hard to even pay the medical bills. Realistically, to some people it might not be a lot, but it's all the other stuff that adds up that you're trying to pay. Or from when, I was off work, trying to catch up with, pay a little by little, it's just truly a blessing in disguise, and
It's not in disguise. It's truly a blessing.
yeah, it's just truly a blessing. I didn't mean blessing in disguise, but you know what I meant. You guys know what I meant by it.